That must follow as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. To be true to yourself suggests the existentialist concept of authenticity. And I know, we still just graduated, we don't really want to hear about philosophy, but if philosophy is good for anything, it's a graduation speech, so keep bearing with me. Philosophers of the 20th century, Nietzsche, Camus, and Sartre, championed authenticity, where the individual understands and embraces himself. What makes Hillsdale special is its ability to push students in every aspect of their life and bring out that authenticity in an individual. In my limited experience, I hearken back to when Mr. Gallagher walked me through music auditions, providing me advice on how to grow as a jazz pianist and pull the musicality out of me. At my STEM teachers, Stallings, Bissell, Childress, Loskatov, and Lazar, they helped me start the Hillsdale Science Club and literally electrocute a pickle to demonstrate physics, all in order to help nurture my passion for teaching others. So when I go back to my initial question I asked, what to say? I'm a very specific kind of student. I studied hard, I got good grades, I'm going to a 4-year school. In other words, I'm a lanky, school-loving nerd. But we're at a fork in the road, and everyone here will follow their own path. Some of us will be choosing a fulfilling career in the trades. Many will continue their education at 2-year and 4-year public and private institutions. Still others have chosen to serve us and our country in one of the branches of the military. After all, yeah, I agree. But if we are to be authentic, we must choose the path that is appropriate to our individual hopes and our dreams and our aspirations. Hillsdale sees that. While Ms. Burtness has had plenty of college officers come tell us about it, she has scheduled trade specialists to talk about their careers, and she has coordinated plenty of CSM reach out. Military personnel hang out right there above me every few weeks to talk to students. Hillsdale has encouraged us to thrive in the way we are most true to ourselves. So there are people here who would never choose to write a 5-paragraph essay, but can draw or paint a picture that is far more powerful than 1,000 words. For that we have Miss Lynch, Miss Colchi, and Mr. Papsia. To the people who find it nerve-wracking and difficult to give an academic presentation, but can get up in front of an audience and belt out a dramatic monologue or a song that evokes feelings of sadness and joy, like in Night Moves and Rent, Hit, and Les Mis. We have Miss Gamlin, Sabrina, Mr. Bell, and Ian Anstey to thank for that. To the people who express themselves through competition and sport, Mr. Perotti, Mr. Buster, Mr. Madison, Coach Walker, and the tons of other coaches who push us to be better. We have them to thank. And to those who struggle with grades but blossom in club life, like in GSA, Model UN, Robotics, Yearbook, Culinary Club, and Newspaper. We have advisors like Mr. Tsao, Mr. Springman, Miss Press, Mr. Song, Mr. Loftus, scores of other advisors to thank for dedicating their time and their effort. So when I look at my friends, I think the best way to celebrate our graduation is to highlight what makes us distinct, special, and therefore authentic in our own ways. Fortunately, uniqueness and authenticity ooze out of this class. I am authentic when I improvise on stage. Thank you. When I plunk away at notes on the piano, and especially when I'm conspiring fun ways to teach science, like by hitting watermelons here in the great court and lighting my fellow classmates' hands on fire. I see people here who embrace for what they believe in, are impassioned in what they fight for, win football games 14-13, and fight for who they are. Class of 2018, as Polonius said to Laertes, keep being true to yourselves. Your unwavering authenticity will take you far. And I know, because as I stand here today, look at all of you, I can see it already has.
I am most authentic when I involve myself in communities that allow me to work towards something bigger than just myself.
I am most authentic when I have no preconceived notions or developed plans about how things should be, whether it's in improv, class presentations, or life in general.
I am most authentic when I am surrounded by the people that I love, my friends or my family, and doing things that I love, whether it be playing a sport, planning an activity, or learning something new.
I
am authentic when I think critically, because critical thinking is a grueling process. It's when you examine both your reality and your preconceived notions in the world. You'll notice many inconsistencies that you'll need to work out.
I will become authentic when I can look my parents in the eye and say, I made it.
I am most authentic when I'm with the people that make me laugh and that I love, my friends and my family.
I am most authentic when I stand or kneel for what I believe in.
I am most authentic when I am working on improving myself, whether it's on the cello, in academics, or juggling.
I am most authentic when I'm striving to improve the world around me while being surrounded by amazing people. I found this authentic self at Hillsdale as I strove and succeeded in improving the robotics and newspaper clubs and meeting so many amazing and supportive teachers and friends.
So, class of 2018, stay true, and thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Please welcome Nico Garofalius. Speaking additionally on behalf of the class valedictorians.
Hello and good evening. I am honored and humbled to be given the opportunity to speak in front of my peers, our families, and the members of the Hillsdale community that have helped shape the class of 2018 into the young men and women that are sitting before you today. It's kind of surreal to look back at the people that we once were. Scared little freshmen with braces, no driver's licenses, and questionable fashion choices. Thank God we are past that point in our lives. We were freshmen who wandered aimlessly through the halls trying to find our classes. We were freshmen who relied on others to help us make decisions. Now, we are seniors. Seniors with jobs and cars. We can vote, or most of us anyway. We are seniors who help others to find their classes. We are seniors who have decided on our next step in life, whether it be taking up a trade in San Mateo or going to a four-year university across the country. We are seniors who are now taking our last steps in the homes we've grown up in, and now we have already taken our final bows, played in our final games, danced in our final shows, and screamed in our final scream contest at Hillsdale. As I'm sure most of you already know, high school can be a bit rough. In this day and age especially, there's the pressure to uphold a specific image, act a certain way, and give off the impression of a perfect life. But it is the imperfections in life that make it beautiful. One of the special things about Hillsdale is that we don't have to agree about everything. And yet, our disagreements don't define us. At Hillsdale, teachers like Sabrina, Mr. Donahoe, Mr. Stallings, and Miss Gamlin have taught us to stand up for what we believe in, but to also respect the ideas that are different than our own in order to encourage new ways of thinking. In light of many of the recent events that have occurred over the course of this year, now is the time more than ever to accept our differences and weave them into a unified tapestry of varying ideas. If Hillsdale has taught me one thing, it is that every story has more than one perspective, and every person has more than one story. For me, high school has been like a game of Twister. Now you may be thinking, what in the world is he talking about? Let me explain. Like high school, you never get to choose where the spinner falls. You may know the options, but never the outcome before it happens. More often than not, you have to trust that in the end, everything will work out how it was meant to. And sure, you may get caught up in the stresses of life, the anxiety of a grade, or a decision that needs to be made. In the end though, when you fall down, aim to land on your friend to break your fall. Whether it is a teammate on your basketball team, a scene partner you run your lines with, or a childhood friend you have known all of your life, the community that you surround yourself with will always be there to pick you back up off the ground. Part of the fun of life is getting twisted up and making mistakes. You just have to brush off the dirt, smile, and keep your head held high. I am confident that, like me, you've all heard the familiar question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I find that my answer has changed with experience. In elementary school, I am sure most of the parents in the audience can attest to the notion that a lot of us would have said something like a princess, a ninja, or a knight. At least one of those came true. Personally, I wanted to be a superhero. And while superpowers would still be awesome, I unfortunately don't see that happening in the near future. In middle school, my answer changed to be that I wanted to be a doctor. I then came to realize that blood is gross. And now, at the very end of my senior year, right before I'm about to go off to college, this question has popped up again. With the experience I have gained and the memories I have made throughout high school, I have come to my conclusion. I want to be someone that my little nieces and nephews can look up to. So, as we all go forward in the next stage of our lives, I want to encourage everyone to think about what they want to be and why.
When I was little, I wanted to be an astronaut or a Power Ranger, but now I want to be a screenwriter.
When I was a kid, I dreamt of being old enough to stay up as late as I want, and now I dream of being asleep.
As a child, I wanted to be president, and since that occupation has recently been tarnished, I want to pursue my dream as a writer.
As a kid, I dreamt of being 18. Now, I want to be 21.
As a kid, I dreamt of making a change in the world. And now, I still want to make the world a better place.
As a kid, I dreamt of being able to travel the world. Now I want to work as a pediatrician doctor in other countries. As a kid, I dreamt of being a grown-up. And now I just want to keep being a kid.
As a kid, I dreamt of being a paleontologist, searching the ground for clues to the past. And now I want to be a biologist, searching DNA for cures in the future.
As a kid, I dreamt of being an evil hacker from the movies. Now I want to be a real hacker to solve problems for society.
Thank you all for listening, and I wish the Fighting Knights of 2018 a life of memories, laughter, and no regrets.
Thank you, Nico. Now here's Amy Camfield and Aaron Saul for teacher appreciation and recognition.
Good evening, everyone. I am Amy Canfield.
And I'm Aaron Saul.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our faculty and staff for all they have done for us the past 4 years.
From Battle at Dawn to participating in rallies, helping us through our senior defense, and supporting us in everything we do.
Through your dedication and commitment to not only our education, but our futures, you have prepared us for our lives outside of Hillsdale.
We would like to especially give a big thank you to Mr. Leto, and Ms. Stuckey, our past advisors, for being there to guide and support us from the beginning.
They have helped us through our first fundraisers, our first hall decorating, our first bonding event, and our first dance. They did everything they could to give us a high school experience like the movies.
Unfortunately, this year, we will have to say goodbye to Ms. Calvo, Ms. Colleran, Mr. Ruto, Ms. Gooskert, Mr. Salcedo, Ms. Monchek, Ms. Marie, and Ms. Castro. Thank you for all of your hard work and all that you have done for Hillsdale.
We would like to give a special thank you to Ms. Calvo for her 10 years here at Hillsdale. She has impacted our school as both a teacher and an administrator. Through her commitment and positivity, she has inspired many students to push their limits and reach their potential.
We will truly miss all of you, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you, Amy and Aaron. Next, Marissa Tong and Tiana Thitch will be presenting the Tireless Effort Awards. Hi everyone, my name is Tiana Thitch.
And my name is Marissa Tong. We are the class of 2018 Senior Class Secretary and Senior Class Treasurer. Today, we will be presenting the last two Tireless Effort Awards of the year. For those of you who don't know what this is, the Tireless Effort Award is given to staff and faculty on campus who have been a tremendous help to the leadership class by supporting us as individuals or by supporting the events we hold for the student body.
The Tireless Effort Awards today will be awarded to one certified staff and one classified faculty member on campus. For our last Tireless Effort of the year, we'd like to present the Tireless Effort Award to Mr. Bleddo and Ms. Burgess for the
and guiding us through the dreaded college app season. Without you, many seniors would not be heading where they are. Your determination and passion to help guide us toward our future will forever be remembered and cherished.
With great sadness, we are saying goodbye to Mr. Bleddo this year, but we would like to wish her the best in her future. Mr. Bleddo, the kindness and joy you have inflicted upon the student body is greatly recognized, and it is something very unique and valuable. Your compassion and willingness to always have fun have made these past 4 years really remarkable, so thank you for everything you have given us as a teacher as well as one of our senior class advisors.
Congratulations to both of you on your outstanding hard work and willingness to contribute to the student body.
Thank you, Marissa and Tiana. Now here Rachel Stuckey and my best friend Lauren Zumi presenting the senior gift.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Stuckey, and I am the senior class president. My 4 years at Hillsdale have been everything I expected and more. I grew up 2 blocks away from this school. From my house, you can hear the football games. My mother is a teacher here. My father is an active member of the community. My siblings are both alumni. Growing up, I anticipated becoming a Hillsdale student and couldn't wait to jump into the same traditions my siblings experienced. I was astounded by what Hillsdale offered me, and it helped me grow and become the person I am today.
Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Izumi and I am the senior class vice president. I am the fourth in my family to attend Hillsdale High School following my 2 older siblings and my mom. I was eager to continue our family streak of attending high school here, and without a doubt, I am glad I did. I grew up coming to my sister's basketball games and loved seeing the cool high schoolers in their student section screaming their heads off with excitement. As I stared at this section in admiration, I hoped when I got to Hillsdale, my class and peers would be just as spirited, funny, and friendly. Sure enough, our class of 2018 was exactly that, and so much more.
Our class, the class of 2018, is a class of traditions. Whether it be making them or following them, our class loves traditions. This is due to our students being some of the most intelligent, innovative, and ambitious students Hillsdale has ever seen. Our class has been responsible for creating new clubs, starting trends, and beginning traditions. Last year, we moved our junior class fundraising event, the Winter Formal, into our school gym as a cheaper and smarter option. This year, winter formal was held in the gym once again, and this is a tradition that will continue. The students on our campus also started Culture Night to celebrate the different cultures represented at our school, a tradition that will also continue and hopefully grow. Additionally, we painted the walls of our school with murals to demonstrate our creative drive to make Hillsdale beautifully unique, a tradition we hope will never end.
We would like to continue our value of traditions by giving Hillsdale High School something to remember our class by. This year, we purchased a class banner that has our Hillsdale Fighting Knights logo from our freshman year blue-blooded shirts and is our present from the class of 2018. It will be put here in our great court on that lamppost right there, right in front of me. It is our hope that the future students of Hillsdale will follow in our footsteps by purchasing their own banner with the new logo that represents them as a class. The remaining balance in our account will be distributed equally amongst the classes of 2019, 2020, and 2021 to aid them in maintaining the traditions and starting new ones of their own.
Again, our class, as you can tell, loves traditions. It is our honor to leave a lasting impression on Hillsdale. Our dream is to come back for our 20th anniversary and see a mural on every wall, formal in the gym, Culture Night as the biggest event of the year, robotics ranked #1 in the world, and there's a banner on every lamppost in the school. So thank you, class of 2018, for creating our own traditions and laying the foundations for the future Hillsdale students to follow. Congratulations, we did it.
Thank you, Rachel and Lauren. Next, Ben Nestor and Bella Zalba are going to introduce the items in our time capsule.
Good evening, all. My name is Ben Nestor.
And my name is Bella Zalba, and we are the 2018 Rally Commissioners.
We will be presenting the class of 2018 senior time capsule.
In our senior time capsule, we tried to use items of major significance over these 4 years.
In our time capsule, we will have a flash drive of the Goodbye Rally video and senior slideshow to be shown at our next class reunion.
A football with the scores of the Aragon and Hillsdale Battle of the Fleet football games over the past 4 years.
Our class banner and t-shirt from the first annual nightclub rally, which was a tradition we hope is carried on in our absence.
A pair of eclipse glasses to remember the scientific marvel that we were able to witness this year.
A program of the 20th anniversary night moves. To commemorate the spectacle that our dance program puts on year after year.
A yearbook to look back on all the memories from this year.
The scroll to signify the bright futures we all have in front of us.
A Supreme sticker to represent the pride we have in ourselves and in each other.
A hydro flask to represent all the extra dollars we spent to look really cool in class with that water bottle.
A Hillsdale Nights water bottle, our class item that helped fund much of our senior activities such as prom.
Thank you, class of 2018, for all of the memories, and we all look forward to seeing you all at our next class reunion.
Thank you, Ben and Bella. Now we would like to thank our 3 administrators, Mr. Kirk, Ms. Milton, and Mr. Gilbert, for all the amazing work they do on our campus. Please welcome Mr. Gilbert presenting the class of 2018.
Good evening. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Hillsdale's amazing class of 2018. Micah, how's graduation going so far?
So, Mr. Gilbert, can we hear that wonderful speech of yours? What is it about?
I've given 12 graduation speeches, and to be honest, I'm out of ideas.
Okay, well, as an advice from, a veteran of public speaking, pretend like Jackson Gilbert is here, and as a parent, what would you want to say to your son? Tell him.
So just share some thoughts as if my own child was up here on stage.
Okay, now think about how incredible it would be to speak for all the parents out there. Say to us what our parents would want to say on this important occasion.
So what your parents would want to say to you. So I could do that. In fact, I thought of something to say. I think that every parent here would want to tell you that it now costs an estimated $233,610 to raise a child to the age of 18. So you should expect a bill in an envelope in your room on Monday. You can start making monthly payments in June until I get old and I have to move in with you. At what point you can start paying for my food and my car insurance.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. That's not what I was thinking about, but go ahead.
So I thought of a second thing. So if you were my child sitting up here, you would, I just want to say, you never have to buy me a birthday present in the future. Just find me on the couch on my birthday, sit down next to me and ask,
how was your birthday? Could you tell me how hard it was growing up during the 80s?
the 80s. The old days. Those were tough times. Did I ever tell you how my mom, when I was 5 years old, handed me a bag of lunch and shoved me out the door, made me walk all the way across town in the freezing rain to kindergarten? How my hair would be frozen into beads of ice by the time I got to school. How I'd have to stand by the radiator just to thaw out my fingers.
Whew, that sounds awful. Is it true you didn't have smartphones?
Wow. Have I ever told you the story about the rotary phone? It's an amazing device. So that's it. My birthday present for the rest of my life. Just sit down and let me tell you stories of my childhood and pretend that you're interested. I'm sorry, I've got this speech to give.
Is that the best you got?
I have one more thing. And I'm going to say this very slowly because I've honestly said this to my own children about 1,000 times. And there's something about the words that just don't make sense. So listen carefully. Please pick up your stuff. Just pick it up off the floor. The other day I was going to do a load of laundry and I went in and the clothes started before your door and I tipped the door open and they kept going in there. Dirty clothes started into little piles and then they started to meld with the clean clothes until I couldn't quite tell which was which. And I got inside like an alien topography of ridges and mountains and rivers and canyons, and I saw things mixed in with the clothes. There was food and enough food to feed a small family of animals and petrified things in a backpack from 3rd grade with stuff in it. And I fell down and I became disoriented and I had to reach for my phone, and luckily I was able to get Google Docs and GPS my way back to the living room where I had to lay down and take a nap. So that's why your clothes are not clean.